in a video, specifically this video called Overthrowing Democracy by Any Means Necessary, I found out that BAM, the Antifa group BAM, by any means necessary, was actually working with illegal immigrants to rush the border, and they had been working with them all the way from Honduras. In the process of researching the video, I found some really startling information. The video is an hour 8 minutes long. It's a very long video. It goes into a lot of detail. YouTube didn't monetize that video, probably because of the I think that's something the reason to the video, and the reason to discuss. That's content that should not be justified for YouTube, should not be Discord, should not be Facebook, or any organization that I'm about to say why. No, that said, let's talk about that in the video. Very video. I talk about United Republic back in the one. And we look at this, and I talked about this in the other video. Look at that. Third yellow tag down. Or I should say fourth yellow tag down after the contributors section. Southern Poverty Law Center. Southern Poverty Law Center has been funding BAM. Is it any wonder why Southern Poverty Law Center has been designated anyone who speaks out against terrorism as a hate group? Is it?
Well, let me explain this to you the best way that I know how, all right? These giant ass motherfucking funds, all right, like the Southern Poverty Law Center, or, you know, fucking the ACLU, they're all funded by something, all right? They're funded by big major fucking corporations and big corporate fucking donors. And why is it that a corporate donor would want certain types of speech shut the fuck down? Well, let's look at some stuff, and maybe I can illuminate your motherfucking path. So there's some stuff that you need to understand. First thing is neoliberalism, okay? And neoliberalism is a philosophy that has been pushed pretty much since the Nixon administration. Is really where it began, when Nixon opened up the door to fucking start having regular conversations with fucking China, all right? And neoliberalism basically says that capitalism gets to basically run fucking rampant. Now, I'm not an anarcho-capitalist, so I understand the problems with allowing capital to just fucking do whatever the hell it wants. In particular, we have an issue of where capitalism has fucked over labor inside of our country. I'm allow Mark Blythe to fucking explain this for me.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark. I have a Scottish accent. Does anyone have a problem with that? Here's how you clear into this one. Has anybody seen the film Shrek? Right, watch this, right? Donkey. I have exactly the same accent as Shrek. That's what 26 years in the United States has done me. I've turned into Shrek. A version of how we get here. Two economic regimes. Basically, over time, the way that capitalist institutions fit together to produce income, wealth, growth, the whole 9 yards. Cold War era was defined by a full employment target. We had national economies. There was no real globalization. Financial markets were restricted. They were locked up in the US in their New Deal box, and there was an equivalent everywhere else. We had COLA contracts, or corporatist bargaining. We had big labor. We had big capital. We had agreements that panned entire economies in terms of wage setting. Inflation control was done through those types of contracts. Nobody had a clue who ran the central bank. There's a lot of information in that, right? And then finally, we had high taxes and transfers, which balanced out the system. Jump forward another 10 years, what we call the neoliberal era, 1980 to 2008. Price stability, not full employment, because the way we think about the economy has radically changed. Target R-star, get the interest rate right, that'll happen automatically if you have enough flexibility in your labour markets. Globalisation of product markets, supply chains, and particularly labour markets is very important, because what is labour's ultimate power? The power to hold up capital's profits. The minute you globalise labour markets, you take that power away.
I thoroughly do really enjoy listening to Mark Blythe. He has a whole lot of really great shit to say. The issue is that sometimes he uses bad numbers. Now, all right, you know, for instance, like a CPI, and he uses the actual unemployment rate, when in reality both of these fucking numbers are complete and utter fucking horse shit and cooked longer than a motherfucking female cook's goddamn wings and shit. You know, broads like to eat their wings like fucking beef jerky for some fucking reason, or like, you know what I'm saying, you know, fucking poor motherfucker cooks a goddamn steak to death and puts ketchup on it. Either way you look at it, you know what I mean, it's what it is. But anyway, back on fucking point. Now, here's the thing, all right? Now, in China, the cost of shipping, the cost of labor, and the cost of rent, the cost of motherfucking taxes have all gone up astronomically, as you can see the slides going through above. All right, well, actually not above here. I see them on the actual screen, right? Now, the cost of fucking labor and shit has all gone up inside of fucking China. Cost of shipping, cost of all these things, cost of taxes in China, cost of doing business has costed too much. So, now, beginning with neoliberalism, right? What everybody really looks at, it's like 1990, you know what I mean, with Bill Clinton opening up NAFTA and CAFTA and allowing, you know what I mean, capital fucking to just, you know what I mean, say fuck labor. And when they said fuck labor, you know what I mean, they continued to want to be able to say fuck labor. They went from standing here trying to control unemployment to control fucking prices, right? To keep the fucking cost of goods down so that people don't riot in the fucking streets when they don't have shit. Now, that's remotely motherfucking important. You know what I'm saying? Legitimately, that's fucking, you know what I mean, kind of goddamn important. But on the same point, you have the issue of the individuals around you no longer having the opportunity to be able to pay their fucking bills because they don't have any fucking work to be able to fucking do anything. And then, you know, you're just sitting there extending fucking credit to them to allow them to fucking defer the goddamn payments. And we end up with 2008. That's really what the fuck happened. Now, with that being said, well, what do you do when you run out of a fucking giant ass market, all right, where you were building all your goods, where China was the manufacturing floor of the fucking world and has become a service sector fucking economy? India doesn't really have the infrastructure or ability to fucking manufacture on that type of level, and they don't have the government that's going to allow you to fucking put the infrastructure in to be able to do the manufacturing that you want to be able to do. What do? Well, you bring manufacturing back home. Well, see, this herein lies a motherfucking issue. And the major issue is that the cost of labor is too fucking high at home, which is the reason why you left in the first fucking place. And you want to, you know, I mean, the people are going to expect fucking unions, decent wages, you know, I mean, fucking OSHA regulations, things of this fucking nature. Well, how do you defeat that?
No hacen algo, nosotros sí lo vamos a hacer, hijo de tu chingada madre. Nosotros sí lo vamos a sacar a la verga si ustedes no lo sacan, güey. Y no nomás de Tijuana, de todo el país, güey.
That's right, you bring in motherfucking immigrants. So how do you get people to accept themselves being fucked over? Guess what? We got a whole party of individuals who fucking hate themselves and are going to be standing there trying to be woke. That's right. And on top of that, you can use people like the ACLU and the fucking SPLC to continue to enforce your fucking narrative. What do all these individuals have in common who are getting deplatformed? Guys like Sargon, individuals like Milo, people like motherfucking Lauren Southern. What do they all have in fucking common? That's and Alex Jones. That's right. These people want to fucking protect Western civilization. Well, guess what? They want to replace Western civilization with a whole bunch of poor people who are going to continue to fucking work for fucking peanuts. And now they want to be able to service places like fucking China or, you know, the Middle East, things of this fucking nature, and not have to worry about the white people fucking trying to organize and take that shit away from them. Oh, and the black people in general, just America in general, kind of the situation, because the infrastructure is already here and the government is willing to fucking take on the manufacturing. But the problem is that the people are not going to do the wages for what the hell you want to be able to do it for. So you have to replace them. You have to bring in fucking replacements. Well, guess what? We need fucking Mexicans. You really wonder why this shit is motherfucking going on? You really wonder where all this shit comes from. You know what I'm saying? It legitimately, this here is neoliberalism part fucking 2. All right? This is them reorganizing their fucking plan. But guys like Trump are kind of fucking them over. Hence the reason why all of the media is against fucking Trump. See, I'm more interested in the why than I am of how it's happening, because I can see how it's happening. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, why is that the fucking reason? Man, look, if y'all got an argument, you got a point, you got a premise, you have something else that you think is the way it's fucking going on right now, you let me know in the fucking comments section. All right. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? You know the deal. Look here, hit that fucking Streamlabs link in the goddamn description and help support the fucking channel. Become a goddamn patron. All right. You want to see more content of this nature because Tom Pease is going to continue to do what Tom Pease does. All right. But we need to grow. We need to get bigger. We need to do better things and get this fucking message out. All right. This is Tom Pease with P Noid News. You know the deal. Like, share, and subscribe, motherfuckers. Peace.